presentation of the NBA. Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. Joel Embiid out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Young. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Durant in at the 3.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
So the East able to put the first points up on the board. Changes up, and James with the layup.
In the first half of this season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open. And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And here is the East now. Giannis passes to KD. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good defense by Jokic. And so James will bring it up for the West. Harden and Harden with the stuff.
Phenomenal work from Harden there. The second he sees the lane open up, he attacks.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Young pass to Embiid. Durant deciding where to go with it. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. KD passes to Antetokounmpo, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw no good for Giannis.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
And the pass to Jokic. Over in the corner, Doncic. From outside, off the mark. The wide open look for Durant. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
And typically a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one, no exception.
Tatum, that's for 2. Again, the West All-Stars.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the West. And the shot is good. James has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Tell you what, even though he's a little older now, James still a force in transition.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And here are the East All-Stars. Here's Embiid. And Tatum pulls it down. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. Now he really enjoys the camaraderie this weekend brings. Everybody gets a break in the season. They can breathe a little bit. enjoy the events, enjoy the game, and he said it couldn't come at a more perfect time for his team. They've been grinding all season, so this is the best of both worlds. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Davis is checked in for Jokic. DeRozan comes in for Tatum. Drew Holiday's checked in for James Harden. And it's Morant in for Luka Doncic. James, no good on the free throw.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And the East has possession. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Marking in against DeRozan, and a wide open look for Siakam. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it back. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Randall's checked in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
The West leading by 4. Holiday with the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter. I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Now here's Randall. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. East grabs the miss.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Good ball movement here by the East. And it goes down 2 points.
You look at Sabonis, and he clearly is one of the best passing big men in the game because he sees the floor so well.
DeRozan finds Randall. Back to DeRozan. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Curry gets the bucket.
You know, at close range, Curry has a plethora of shots. You simply can't allow him to get those looks.
Morant bats for 2. Again, the West All-Stars.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the West. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
They've got Adebayo. Harden out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Tatum, and it's DeRozan, and at the power forward position. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Young's shot is off.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Lillard finds Young. Back to Lillard. Outside Durant. Plenty of space. The shot missing. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Adebayo with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Runs in the pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Lillard. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lillard outside. Young dishes to Lillard. Back to Young. Fires the three. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the rejection by Tatum.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Young up top, guarded by Harden. And Young kicks to Lillard. Pass to Durant. And here is Grant, guarded by Tatum. Fades and shoots. And Tatum pulls it down.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Harden looking it over. Passes it to Brunson. Here is Harden. Shoots over Embiid, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 5-point West All-Star lead.
A threat to shoot whenever he catches it. Harden wasting no time.
Pass to Durant. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. The rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Jokic comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Luka Doncic subbed in for James Harden. And then for the East, Antetokounmpo comes in for Kevin Durant. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Trae Young.
Elite at moving the ball. Jokic is one of the best passers in the league, regardless of position. No doubt he's the best five-man passer for sure.
Defensive fouls called on.
East All-Stars have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. And the first one so for the West. Anthony Davis is checked in for Adebayo. James comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's John Morant in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the East, Sabonis, he's checked in for Embiid. Lowry Marketing comes in for Grant. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Lillard. Here's James. Oh my goodness.
Man. It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Now, Doncic. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic, no good. The East trail by 5. From deep three-point range. A shot by Curry, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the West. Jokic passes to Davis. Some nice passing here by the West. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by James. Over in the corner, Doncic. Here's Davis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the West leads by 7.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
1:30 left in the first half. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Antetokounmpo got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Morant that's for 2. Again, the West All-Stars. The East trail by 7. Curry passes to Markkanen. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Unloads from 13. And he nails the jumper. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Curry with the three. Score the basket is third after 5 shots.
The greatest shooter we have ever seen. Curry is just lethal from outside.
James wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Here's Giannis. From deep. Curry's shot is off. Davis dishes to Doncic. Shoots the three. East grabs the miss. It could go. No good. Shot missing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. West All-Stars lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome to halftime of the All-Star Game. You're watching some incredible talent. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
This has really been fun, Ernie. Appreciate you very much. I love how these teams are going at it. Nice to see such a competitive game.
This game is important to these guys. They know the world is watching, and they want to put on a show. Both of these teams are doing exactly this so far.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star Game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And so in the game for the East All-Stars, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Trae Young. And it's Durant. And there's Embiid. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. LeBron passes to Harden. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assists. The assist from LeBron. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Not many guys have a handle like James Harden. Exceptional at slicing up the defense.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum. The East All-Stars have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Durant.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. James kicks to Tatum. At the elbow, Jokic. The kick out to Tatum. LeBron left side. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
LeBron James refusing to be denied, just muscling through that foul to get the shot off.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early. Free throw good, James. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Young outside. KD with it. 5 points in the game. Young's shot is off.
Ugh, ugly start. The second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Here's Jokic. That shot no good. Good D by Embiid. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the East. Trailing by 5. Embiid finds KD. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. 4 on the clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And Antetokounmpo. The West All-Stars pull it in. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Offensive rebound. Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. And the West leads by 7.
Jokic never lacking in terms of getting his body involved, throwing his body around, using that bulk and power to grab rebound.
Young outside. Bounce pass from Durant. And Young with the basket on the assist by Embiid. Young's got 8 points.
Well, that's just good heads-up basketball from Embiid, making the pass to the open man.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. So for the West, Randall's checked in for Jokic. DeRozan comes in for James. And it's Holiday in for Doncic. A big group substitution here for the East. Siakam is checked in for Joel Embiid. Jeremy Grant comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mitchell, he's checked in for Young. And Lillard subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
1 shot.
That free throw good from Randall.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Back to Lillard. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Lillard's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Holiday. To the paint. Here's DeRozan. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Nobody near Lillard. They get it again. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Kevin Durant. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
There you go, fans. That was your answer.
And some changes here for the East. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Curry subbed in for Jeremy Grant. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Tatum against Markkanen. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the West All-Stars.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Here's Harden. Harden with the stops.
You've got to be careful around Tatum now. If you're not paying attention, he'll take that ball away from you quickly.
1:22 left in the third quarter. Knocked away. And there's another turnover by the East. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Davis dishes to Morant. The kick out to Tatum. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell outside. Lillard from outside bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And a nice both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Adebayo is checked in for Julius Randle. Lillard against Morant. Outside for Curry. And another 3 from the east.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 7 points for Lillard.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Davis, the pass to Harden. And good that time. Harden's got 16.
Well, that's what James Harden does. He scores the basketball as well as anybody, doing what he does best.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
For 3, Mitchell. That shot is off. And so it's the West All-Stars in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, we're back in a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, we always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
You've got Doncic. LeBron James is out there with Jokic. Then it's Morant, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. So that's his on the floor for the West All-Star. And that one
misses. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Drew Holiday's checked in for Morant. He can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. The West leading by 8. Outside Tatum. James outside. Goes up the baseline. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. James has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the West All-Stars. And the East has possession. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Holiday, the pass to Jokic. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And stolen by Tatum. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Tatum. And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the West. Harden comes in for Drew Howard. Harden inside the three-point line. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Hung outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. And another miss by the East.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
The offensive rebound. Giannis, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Shoots over KD. No good off the back of the rim.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
To the middle. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have gone.
And it's DeRozan missing. The East trail by 10. And here is Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
LeBron James at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Durant hits them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Doncic finds DeRozan. Down low. Jokic inside. Guarded by Embiid. Doncic passes to DeRozan. Here's Jokic. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And the West leads by 10.
Yeah, Jokic likes to keep the defense off balance, guessing as to what he's going to do. He's a threat from everywhere, and his mid-range game helps him put defenses in a pickle. Got himself into a really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
To the inside. Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and you know he's going to cash in most times.
Tatum, he's checked in for the West. Curry's checked in for the East. Well, as we know, it's here to stay, but people continue to voice their opinion on the play-in.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And, guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
James with the bucket.
Never a bad idea to set up LeBron. I mean, running offense for the King normally works out pretty good for you.
Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Giannis inside. Looking on James. Good on that shot. And with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Antetokounmpo. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Harden can't hit. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Here's Young. And the layup falls.
Harden through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets. Hit knife inside.
LeBron kicks to Tatum. LeBron passes to Tatum. The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by the East.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
James, the pass to Doncic. Over Curry. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Doncic. And the West leads by 8.
There aren't many guys that can match LeBron when he's in a really good scoring rhythm. Asserting himself on offense is a problem for the defense and good for his team.
Embiid, no good. Passes to LeBron. Driving in. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
So they foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, not many players have made the kind of splash Doncic did in his first year in the league. It was clear right away and really obvious this guy was no ordinary rookie. He played like a veteran from day one.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're behind by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Connects from downtown.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Fourth team foul. Damian
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Substitution on the court.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're trailing by 7. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Here's Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, Holiday's a strong guard, does not mind mixing it up at all. He can play physical if he needs to.
So it's All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.